Hello everyone, welcome to Bizotic. Now in this session we are going to learn about the topic change of voice. In the previous video we just saw the concepts of change of voice concept. We learned about active voice and also passive voice. Now here we are going to solve the problems. So directions. A sentence has been given in active voice. Out of four alternatives suggested, select the one which best expresses the same sentence in passive voice. So we've got five questions which is in active voice and the options that is present are in passive voice. So we need to select which is the proper option. So here comes the first question. His selection in the team surprised me. Now we need to change this into passive form, and for that we have got four options. I was surprised at his selection in the team. I was surprised at the selection of the team. His selection was a surprise. His selection in the team was a big surprise. So let's solve the first question. First of all, we need to just observe this part. His selection and surprised me. So the first thing that we need to do is change this me to I. So when we do that, the only option that will be left out for us will be A and B because I is present and here it's not there. C and D is cancelled. Now, the next thing that we need to observe here is the word surprised. Now, the surprised is the past tense and it is in the active verb. Now, we need to change that to past tense passive verb. So, once we change that, we'll get was surprised. So, just was will be added to surprised and that is present in both option A and also option B. Now the next part, here his selection, the only difference between A and B is his selection and the selection. So it is definitely not B because we have to just keep it that way itself. It cannot be the selection, it is his selection. So the correct answer for this one will be I was surprised at his selection in the team. So just some of the words will be replaced by the other words and that's how you get the another form. Moving on to second question. People bless him for his goodness and we have got option he is blessed for his goodness by the people. He has been blessed for his goodness by people. The people have been blessing him for his goodness. People have blessed him for his goodness. So let's solve question number 2 and they say that the answer is A. So let's check how that is given. Tense will remain same as simple present. So in this question, there will be no changes in the uh, tense form because it is in simple present. So the answer will also be in simple present. And he will be in the subject place. So here, his goodness and people bless him for his goodness. So in the subject place, he is fixed. No need to change anything of that sort. And people should be in the object place. So here we have got in the subject place people. So that will move on to the object which is at the end, people. People will come in the object place and that's it. And after that, he is blessed by the people should be the right choice. So here it cannot be C because the people have been blessing for his goodness. So this is wrong because people should come in the object place. Here also it is in subject place, so it's wrong. So the only two options that is left out is again A and B. And the only difference here is he is blessed and he has been blessed. So we may not change any tense form. So it should be present in simple present itself. So that's why he is blessed. Option A is the correct answer. Let's solve question number 3. You can play with these kittens quite safely. These kittens can played with quite safely. These kittens can be played with quite safely. These kittens can play with you quite safely. These kittens can be played with you quite safely. So let's solve third question. So first of all, the verb that we have here, can play, that needs to be changed to can be played because we are changing active to passive. So can played will become can be played, and can be played is only present in option B and option D. And the only difference here is we can just remove this word you because it is not necessary. So these kittens can be played with quite safely is the correct answer. And here we have these kittens can be played with you quite safely, so that just put you here, which is really not necessary. So you should be removed, and that's why the answer will be B, and the preposition with has to be in the sentence. So with this here, this part is put here quite safely. So the answer will be these kittens. So here these kittens can be played. This part of the sentence and the last part with quite safely. So moving on to our fourth question. A child could not have done this mischief. This mischief a child could not have been done. This mischief could not have been done by a child. This mischief could not be done by a child. And this mischief could not be done by a child. So let's solve the fourth question. So here the verb could not have done. So when you change it to passive voice, it should be could not have been done. Okay, so the other part remains the same. So here the object mischief should come as a subject because in passive, this is how it will be. So this this is the object and this is the verb. Could not have been done is the verb, and a child is the subject. So that is the pair that we see in passive. Object comes first, verb next, and then we have the subject, and this is the subject. Child is the subject here in active voice, and then the verb, and then we have the object. So object should come first. So this mischief comes first, and the verb should be changed to could not have been done. And next, the last part, subject comes at the end. So by a child. By is necessary to add. So the only option where they have mentioned could not have been done is only here. So here in option D we have this mischief could not been done, which is improper. It should be could not have been done. So this is question number 4. Moving on to question number 5. Now, this is a very easy question because it's just the replacement of some of the words. That's it. James Watt discovered the energy of steam. So, just by replacing the subject and object, we get the answer, which is option A. Because here, this part should come first. The object should come first in the passive form. So, the energy of steam. So that there it is, energy of steam. It's right here, and then was discovered. So there we saw in one question, surprised will change to was surprised to passive form. So here instead of discovered, it will be was discovered, and obviously we need to represent James Watt. So it will be by, using by we say James Watt. Now the only this is wrong because the subject is coming first, because that will not happen in the passive form. Object should come first, and the object is energy of steam. Here we have object first, which is energy of steam, but the thing is discovered James Watt. So they do not have by, and also this was discovered is missing. So that's why the answer will be A. So these are the 5 questions that we change from active to passive. In the next video, we'll try to solve some more questions related to the same topic, change of voice. Thank you for watching.